morning, Sarah and Dottie here. Well, today we've got some extra new friends for you to meet. We have got Bear, we have got Giraffe, and we have got Mr. Lion. Now, does anybody know what they all have in common? Well, today we're going to be finding out all about wild animals and all the different wild animals that God has made. Do you know what a wild animal might be? Where might you see a wild animal? Let's see if we find out in our video. Here are two of Ada's favourite books, and they've got wild animals in because even though some rabbits are pets and they're domestic animals, and we'll look at that next week, other rabbits, like the rabbits in Peter Rabbit, are wild. Just like the tiger is a wild animal. It means they can look after themselves on their own. They don't need somebody to look after them. But God is always looking after the things He's created. I wonder whether you can spot our next wild animal. That's right, it's a squirrel. Squirrels are wild animals because they fend for themselves, or God looks after them. They don't need us to help them. Although our next door neighbour's very good at giving them some seeds. That's what they're eating in the garden, out of our window. We also have some ducks that come to visit us just outside our house, or visit our next door neighbour. They're wild animals too. Can you see them? Lots and lots of wild animals, all part of God's creation. Sometimes we have to visit places like zoos to see them, but other times we can just look outside and see some animals that are wild and fending for themselves. Isn't it amazing that God cares for the wild animals and makes sure that they have food? Thank you, God.
For our craft today, we're going to make this lion mask. You can put it on your face and you look like a lion. First off, we're going to colour the outside of the plate yellow. You don't want to colour the inside because that's going to be where you're going to put your face. Now we're going to need to cut around this bit here. If we want to do that, we're going to first have to fold it. And then once it's folded, we can start to cut it. Now we're going to draw some ears on this piece and then colour them in and cut them out. And here we've got our two ears. We're going to stick them on with some Pritt stick on the front to stick onto the back of the paper plate. Now comes the really fun bit. I'm going to use some tissue paper to make this lion's mane and stick it on with some glue. Only boy lions have manes. Did you know that? Where do you think you could find a lion? Oh wow! Look at this! Before we try it on, let's write our verse. God made the wild animals.